will be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. You've got Brandon Ingram. Zion Williamson is out there with Murray. And it's Sumner in at the 4. And for Chicago, we've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Wide open. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
In the corner, Murray with it. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. Outside Levine. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Vucevic against Williamson. Pass to Sumner. Back to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Plays it up and banks it in.
The moment Williamson gets inside, virtually nothing you can do to stop that lefty.
Now here's Vucevic. Levine looking around. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ingram outside. Over Levine. Bank shot. No good. Easy 2 points on the layup.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Vucevic. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Smith checked in for Chicago. Kobe White comes in for Zach LaVine. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Count the basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Offensive rebound. Smith with a screen on Ingram. Had the space there, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Bulls on top. They lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Kobe White. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Jalen Smith. Comes up empty down low. The Bulls leading here's Giddey. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Giddey's got his first 2 points of the night.
That elite passing ability, Giddey has the defense on its heels, gives him space to operate in the mid-range. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Dosunmu. The shot's good. White's got the lead up to 4 now for Chicago.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here come the T-shirts. Appearance fans. Substitution on the court.
.141 left in the first half of basketball. And Levine throws it down.
Yes, with the hammer from Levine. That is an electric athlete.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Williams. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. C.J. McCollum says he wants to be great, and to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised B.I.'s feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
Not as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that. Three-pointer. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here he goes. Ooh.
Okay.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. In the corner, Murray with it. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
Chicago leading by 4. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Williamson left side.
Chicago foul. Number 4. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
.17 seconds left in the first half. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the right iron. With 4 seconds on the clock, misses the layup. It's stolen. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
So the Pelican 5 right now. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But, boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. And I think Zion has suffered from those injuries taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 3. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the evening.
DeJounte Murray. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, number 12.
One shot. Pelicans trail by 6. Outside for Murray. A three-pointer is right on target. Murray's got 5 points so far.
And Murray wasting no time. He had the space. He rose up. He knocked it down.
He's covered by Murray. Outside, Levine. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Levine's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Bulls. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Chicago with the ball. The Pelicans make their lunch. Can't hit that one. Driving inside. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
3-1-2 crew.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Levine. He's covered by Murray. Now Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. And timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Pelicans trail by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Trains the three-pointer.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Mr. Williamson shoots over Vucevic. And it's Williamson missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Pelicans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Williams, and Zach LaVine subbed in for White. Free throw, no good for Williamson. Bulls leading by 5. Into the lane. Here's LaVine, and he gets it to go. LaVine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing. And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. Bulls have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Outside, LaVine. The offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one, Nikola Vucevic.
Pelicans trail by 10, and it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Bulls, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got DeJounte Murray, and it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Murray. After the miss from Vucevic, lets it go from 14, and it comes off the front of the rim. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Javonte Green, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Number 26, Javonte Green.
The Bulls leading by 8. 4th quarter still young, just over.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. New Orleans now, time running out. Pass to Sumner. Rebounded by Vucevic. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And the layup falls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in.
Pelican substitution. Number 1.
Pass to Sumner. Lets it go with a 3. Moves back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bulls.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the 4th. Pass to Vucevic. Levine dishes to Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Ingram left side. There's 31 seconds left in the game, and it's good for 2. Seconds left in the 4th quarter. No good with the layup. For 3, Murray. Dean with the rebound. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being...
And David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Vucevic. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. They'll see the West All-Stars and the East All-Stars. A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Jokic is out there with James. And it's Durant. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Jokic. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game going here with the first basket for the West All-Stars. Giannis drives in. And Giannis throws it down.
An absolute insane display of dribbling from Antetokounmpo. I mean, you can't take this guy lightly when he's got the ball. Mad handles for a guy of any size, but 7 feet tall. Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Giannis outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. James finds Curry. Back to LeBron. Brunson against Curry. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the East.
Team foul. Into the lineup for your East All-Stars, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Spins. LeBron, that's a two-pointer, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Towns, the pass to Brunson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Buries it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Jokic missing. Here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. He gets it in there.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to KD. High post shot. It's hauled in by the East. Here's Giannis. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
2 points. That one goes.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
1 second left. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. West All-Stars out in front. They're up by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got Nikola Jokic. Stephen Curry's out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's James. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
And all the way, Curry outplaying everyone on the floor.
Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just one on the basket from Garland.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside positions.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
Pass to Brunson, and that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And some changes here for the East. Giannis, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Jason Tatum comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Pass to Mitchell, back to Brown. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Jokic, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Now here's LeBron. Hasn't made one yet. Jokic inside. Antetokounmpo defending. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
55 seconds left to play in the first half. Brunson outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Fires from deep. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Here's James, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Here's Giannis, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. West All-Stars lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The West leading by 3. They've got Jason Tatum. Mitchell is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Antetokounmpo into the power forward position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
11 feet away. That one wide left.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. A 2-point game for the lead. He can't get it to go. James outside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defender gets caught in a bad position there. LeBron, so powerful enough to convert through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
LeBron James, 1 shot.
One shot.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Give the headbands your the Lakers dance crew.
Inside, here's Towns. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Towns is so dangerous in the paint. He's got the ability to just muscle through most any defense.
Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Fires from the wing. Durant, no good. The East trail by 3. Here's Giannis. James with some nice D.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Not many bigs can slow down KD once he gets around the rim.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Brunson kicks to Tatum for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. The West leading by 5. Pass to Durant. Stolen by Tatum. And here's Brunson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the West All-Stars, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Evan Mobley's checked in for Towns. Brown comes in for Tatum. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. And he's good on the second. The East trail by 3. Brunson right side. Muscling it in. Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Now Curry. From deep three-point land. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway.
It's the 4th quarter.
3 tenths quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And here's the East. They trail by 1. On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. James is out there with Durant. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Curry. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Tatum. Out to Brunson. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his own assist on the night.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. James covering.
Capable of guarding any position. LeBron is also skilled at just contesting shots.
Here's KD. KD, so efficient in there. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for your East All-Stars, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Tatum. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Here's LeBron. Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snowed.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's LeBron. East grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 4 now for the East All-Stars. Curry looking around to the paint. Towns with the steal. Mitchell wide open. Off target from three-point range. Curry outside. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
So I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Here's Giannis. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
James dishes to KD. Offline with his 3. Giannis with it. He's picked up by KD. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, and they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
It's Curry outside, kept alive. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from KD. The West again cannot hit. So the East All-Stars win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bulls, Michael Jordan is out there with Harper. Then it's Pippen, then it's Longley, and it's Rodman in at the 4 spot. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboard. Here we go.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Prince outside, back to Giannis. Lopez outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A step-back shot here, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. And it's Harper with the rebound.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And it's Lillard missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Here's Pippen with authority.
That is a monster finish.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Giannis after the Bulls pick up 2. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. And once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Pippen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Pippen's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Chicago making a switch here. Kukoc is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis is checked in. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Lopez passes to Lillard. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jordan against Lillard. A nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and Trent subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Now, here's Jordan. He has 6, and it goes down 2 points. He's got 8.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Jordan, and that comes off the assist by Longley. Jordan's got 10 points in the game. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harper. And it's Longley in at the 5 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Pippen. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
EA, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Kukoc, he's checked in for Chicago. The Bucs also changing it up. Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Taurean Prince in for Green. Bucs trail by 13. And a wide open look for Porter. And he's good on the 3-ball. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Here's Jordan. No good there off the double clutch. And Prince has got the ball here for Milwaukee. And here is Trent outside. The rebound by Pippen. The Bulls leading by 10. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. It's Jordan on the wing. Defended by Trent. A shot by Jordan, no good. The Bucs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. There's Porter with the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It doesn't go for him. Prince with the defensive effort. Fires from 14, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Some changes here for the Bucs. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Damian Lillard in for Porter. Now here's Kukoc. Scoreless thus far. Offensive rebound. Pippen kicks to Kukoc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kukoc has got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
A legitimate threat to burn you outside. Kukoc understands when he should take that shot.
Here's Lillard. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Pippen outside. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drumline. They're measuring up the shots. Let's hear it for the participants.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Here's Pippen. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. No dice from 9 feet out. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but great, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's growing into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates. The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat you.
The first one falls. Wennington, he's checked in for Caffey. And both free throws good for Jordan. Bucks trail by 11. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Bulls making a switch here. Simpkins checked in. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Giannis outside. Pass to Lopez. Lillard outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. Harper dishes to Jordan. Over Trent. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Lillard against Harper. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Pass to Simpkins. Now Harper. Jordan outside. Rodman with a screen on Trent. And here's Jordan outside. Here's Rodman. Kicks it out to Jordan. Over Trent. Then again, Chicago. No good. Bucks trail by 12. Over in the corner, Lillard. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Sticking it from the corner. You got to know where Lillard is at all times.
Outside Pippen, and the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off here and square up.
Sally, he's checked in for the Bulls. And then for Milwaukee, Smith checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Porter subbed in for Prince. .23 seconds left in the third quarter. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
James Edwards checked in for Sally. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Smith. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's Taurean Prince in for Porter. Here is Jordan. 17 points in the game. He can't hit that time. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quick.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this.
It's time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Harper. Dennis Rodman is out there with Pippen. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Longley in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 6. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jordan's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Here's Yacht. That one's not going to go. Rodman with the defensive effort. And Chicago shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Now, here's Pippen. And Pippen slams it in.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
Pippen against Lillard. Kuzma outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Kukoc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Kukoc kicks to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shoots from 14. That's good on the jump shot.
And when Giannis is hitting that midi, best of luck. He truly becomes unguardable.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The shot's good from Jordan.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Chicago.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome. Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now here's Pippen. Tries from 16. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 9-point game. Here's Lopez. Dives for it. Second chance effort. And Giannis with the nice bucket inside. 27 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And the way Jordan attacks, the ferocity of his drives, does an exceptional job scoring after contact.
So it's Chicago winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Jordan.